There we go. Okay. Let me announce it, and we are good to go. Nice. Close up this window. Announced it, and if I am correct, we are live. Yeah, we are. Nice. Yeah, let me check the quality. It's good. Correct. We are. Okay. Oh yeah, the Steam link. Before I forget, yeah. To post that. Okay. There we go. Post it. Nice. Okay. Nice. I also posted the Steam link of the game into the actual stream chat, so it's up there. Yeah. Okay. Let me sit into my original position.
Okay. Let me take the link now, so I'll see if it's.
Your voice is still so quiet. Can you turn up your microphone volume?
Yeah, sure. Actually, it should be max, but let me check.
Okay.
Yeah, it's currently max, but yeah, I'll try to speak at the loud a bit more, so
I
it will
added max volume on my side to you as well.
All right, just let me check the audio settings once again.
Okay.
Just a second, please.
Okay.
What about mine?
Your voice is perfect. Your voice is perfect. That's why I haven't asked you. Yeah, it's just his voice is a little bit too quiet. I can understand. It's just I'm afraid that on the stream it will be quiet. So yeah, but it seems it's better now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please let us know if the video quality is good, because I had some issues with my OBS some days ago, so please let us know. Hölgyek, urak, a stream minősége jó-e? Kérlek szépen titeket jelezzetek vissza, és akkor kezdhetünk. And I also share the Steam link, like I'm always doing that, up on the chat, guys and girls, so you can wishlist and check out the actual game that we were talking, or we will be talking about, sorry for that. So yeah. Let us know, lurkers. I know it's late on my end, but yeah. Okay, let me also check if it's working. And yeah, after that we can actually start. Okay.
I guess there's a little latency in Twitch, right?
Yeah. Especially
it's not. Yeah, it's normal. When
it's normal. Yeah, but especially it's because since it's weekend time, so yeah, there was like a connection issue for OBS since the newest update, and I had like that for 2 weeks, and I figured out that I have to change the actual coding from the CPU coding to my graphics card coding. So with that, like I wasn't experiencing any FPS problems, because I dropped so many frames during I was doing these shows of mine. It was very weird because my internet connection is wired, so it shouldn't be the case. But yeah, okay. I think people will join in time, but it's late on my end, so let me announce it again. And yeah, please let us know if everything's correct. Everything is working. Hölgyek, urak, kérlek szépen annyit jelezzetek vissza, hogy működik-e, és nincs lag, jó? És akkor elindulunk. Oh my god, I closed my... I think there is no lag. I will check real quick, okay? And
okay.
No lag so far. Everything seems okay. Thank you, Raymond. Thank you. Okay. Okay, I'm good to go then. If there is no latency issue and lag issue on the stream, let me know if we can start. Let me know if both of you are down. Cool?
Perfect. Ready?
Nice. Okay. So welcome everyone in my very newest episode of Dev Live Show. I'm here today joined with the creators of the game called Bug Alliance, and I'm very thankful and very honored that you have accepted this request of mine for this video interview. And like I'm always saying, let's start with a little bit of introduction. So please, both of you introduce yourself.
Yeah, of course. Well, I'm Chingiz, and I'm a project manager in Enter Games.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm basically, I'm mostly doing some graphical assets and etc. for the game, and also
Okay.
the testing, and also social media stuffs.
Okay. And what about you?
I'm Orkan. I'm the guy who's behind the whole code of the game,
Okay.
coding
Okay.
developer. Yeah, and yeah, that's it. Basically, the person who is coding 724.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Okay, so I'm always interested in people's origin stories, how or what was the first connection with video games. So question again goes to both of you. So what was the very first contact with video games? If you remember
Well,
remember that.
yeah, definitely. Well, since we have started playing games since childhood, very
Okay.
childhood, like we were like 6 years old, and we had like Nintendo kind of consoles, and then we had PC and so on. So it was like the connection between game and us started since our childhood, basically.
Okay.
Then as we grow up, this connection actually gets stronger because video games basically create addiction, as you may agree with me.
True.
So yeah, and at the end, you see that actually games nowadays not giving enough joy, and then you decide to create your own game, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about you?
That's true, actually. Yeah. As you know, we are twins, so
Yeah.
I'm also started to be addicted to the game industry from the very childhood, and since then we have just we were generating some ideas about the games that we were playing.
Yeah.
We also were sending emails, constant emails to those developers and to some studios and etc. that with our ideas and etc. But unfortunately, we didn't get any return from some developers and etc. And therefore, as my twin brother said, finally we have decided to create our own game by taking into consideration all pros and cons from other games.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Was it scary, first of all, when you took the first step to make your own game?
Well,
question again goes to both of you.
Yeah, but basically the answer is gonna be mostly like copy paste for two of us.
Okay.
So it's as we are twins, so it's like, yeah, jokes aside, yeah, it was scary for two reasons. First, I'm not the by the origin, I'm the chemical engineer, so I have no knowledge basically in coding. So this is the first. The second one is starting coding is like little confusing at first because you have to watch several YouTube videos, tutorials. You have to do it trial and error and etc. Well, but at the end, I can say that actually it was it. It was everything because the joy that you create something, it feels like you're God basically.
Yeah, true. Like it's your child, right? You have to protect it and make it. Yeah. Okay. What about you?
And well, I could add just one thing, that the most annoying thing in the game development, and the thing that I was scared of, is promotion and marketing. It's really hard for especially the indie developers
and for creative people, right, who are creating something. It's hard for them to promote their stuff. I agree on that. Yeah.
course, especially for the developers or content creators that do it by themselves, without any money, any funding, and etc. So it's really hard. But I guess we are doing good so far, and we are getting more and more wish list and some YouTube subscribers and etc. And I'm sure people gonna love our game. Yeah,
I'm sure it's as well. Your game is amazing, and it's a crazy idea with a lot of good stuff in it. Yeah. Okay, so and were your family and close friends supportive about your choice of making games? So not just, to play games, but, start actually making those games that also can cause addiction?
Well, I would like to answer for this question as yes, but sadly, especially your parents, because mostly because of their age, they see the games like this is something like nonsense basically for them. So you can't get support from them, but from the friends, sometimes yes, sometimes no. Sometimes they think that when we say that, actually, can you please try the game and at least say something, and most of them, like 90%, they say that, oh yeah, actually I have tried it, it's perfect, but it's like, I'm sure that they didn't try, they just don't want us to make feel like bad. So yeah, but what I mostly look from my friends and etc., from people around me, that honest opinion, basically, that if
Nice.
it's bad, tell me if that's bad, because it's more useful for me to
True.
get the bad review
True.
and fix it right away before release.
True.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I would add that to the Orhan verse that yeah, we didn't get any support from special parents. I'm not talking about the money wise and etc. I'm just talking about the
Like emotional support.
moral support. Yeah,
Yeah,
emotional
exactly.
support. Yeah, because not only because of their age, but they just see this as waste of time, waste of money, and
Yeah.
everything. And this is demotivating us because it's much better if someone believe in you that yeah, you're gonna make it.
True. It's
Yeah,
easier.
but,
Yeah. It
yeah,
also like
but
gives you a boost, right? In motivation.
yeah,
Yeah.
of course. But we've only me and my twin brother, and we just were believing in each other and just
Yeah.
trying
But
to
it
push
helps a lot if you're not alone, right? So it's like helping
yeah,
hands here and there. If
Exactly.
you're
thing,
getting upset about the developing process, your brother will help out, and vice
Oh
versa.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
exactly.
the thing, being twin brother, we having twin brother actually, yeah,
True.
because
It's a
he's
cross
yeah,
support basically.
True.
yeah. He's doing coding things and doing graphical things, and he's doing something else and doing the social media things and etc. So it's good, but yeah, we didn't get any support from anyone.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Do you think that can be or be having a change in the future when your parents actually see the process of your game?
Well,
Or would you
Yeah,
like to see that change?
I would
yeah.
like to
Well,
see actually. I know that I will see it from friend side because
Okay.
saying truth. If someone sees that you are just doing great and you're just trying to, you are getting money and you're just getting rich and etc. And friends just become your best friends, and
True. Yeah.
support you. And I don't maybe well, I would like to see that, but I will not pay attention to that because I need support in this situation, not after I stop.
Understandable. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, we saw some kind of this similar stuff from parents. As I said in the beginning, I am a former chemical engineer,
Okay.
and why former? Because like 4 years ago, when I was working as a research and development engineer, just a little story. Yeah, I actually wasn't happy with what I was doing
I see.
because, like, yeah. And then I have decided to change my career to something else in IT sector. And what I get from parents is like, you're not going to do anything. You're like literal, I don't want to say they are bad. Obviously, they
they do
are
not
good and
understand, right?
supportive.
They do not see
Yeah,
behind the
exactly.
curtain, right? So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Because of their age, I don't know, because of their mind setup or something else. There is always a reason.
True, true.
They say that actually you're not going to be successful, but at the end, this is funny that when I have succeed and when we are amongst other friends of family friends and etc., they were saying that, oh, actually he did the best. He actually changed his career. Oh, he yeah, exactly. Well, this is it. Like you have to support, as Chinggis said, you have to support from the
From the
beginning, not
start, yeah, not just when it's had success.
yeah,
True, true. A lot
yeah,
of people are weird with
yeah.
this mindset. It's true. It's true. And it's also
Exactly.
sad. It's also a bit sad, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what was the hardest part for both of you when you started making your own game throughout the process of making it?
Well, the hardest part, in my opinion, is for you to actually start. So
Okay.
to decide to start, how to start, where to start, like what will be the idea, how can you do that idea unique? There are a lot of games, like millions, trillions of games out
True. True.
right now, like indie devs that are trying to create something unique, that hardworking the indie devs and so on. But you have to be unique in your game, and our advantage, as Chinggis said in the beginning, that from childhood we managed to get, like, not get actually, basically um, like gather all the experience from the games and to see what's the bad part, what's the part, like good part, and etc. And with this experience, we actually decided, why not? Why
True.
we
True.
can't create our own game and and add that spice there and to have the best basically there.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, well, for me, I think that, as my twin brother said, the hardest part is to start, and hero in this story is my twin brother, because he managed to start it, and he just initiator of this
I see.
story.
I see.
Yeah, he just he's the bravest guy in this story, and just he started, and he in a moment of our life, he just said that let's start making the game.
I
I
see.
have an idea. I'll talk about
Mhm.
the idea later when maybe you'll ask about it. But there's a nice story about behind the game game idea. I'll talk about it maybe later. But yeah, the hardest part is to start, but uh, the harder part is to be consistent. To continue,
I see.
not paying
Yeah.
attention to others.
True.
Like not supporting you, not
And
people.
still believe in your dream even if others do not, right?
Yeah, people sometimes, it's normal. You can get
True.
negative opinions from people, but it doesn't mean that your game or your project is bad. So just
True.
continue.
True. 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 Speaking of that topic, what have kept you being motivated? Question, of course, goes to both of you again.
Yeah,
What things or what experiences have kept you being motivated?
I guess Orhan
Well,
can say it because, as I said, he's the initiator, and the best motivation that I think he can tell the motivation he got
Okay.
to start
yeah,
the project.
yeah, yeah. Well, my best motivation was to actually to be able to create something in this world,
Okay.
uh, in your life, that will like leave, like basically do some big boom in your life, and you leave something here, so that when you, like, I don't know, when you die and you go, and people are gonna say that, oh, there was a guy with the name of Orkan, actually he left something here, oh, that's a nice game, and basically. So this was the best, one of the first motivation. And the second one is to like to have my own, as you said at the beginning, to have my own child, the game, the project, and to grow it as I want, not as I wish, but as I want, because I can change it. It's like every single small part that I can change, that gives the best joy ever, I think, in my opinion, basically. Yeah, so that these two reasons were the most motivating part, basically. And the last one was, of course, like to hear from people when you create something, to hear from people like, oh, that's a great game, and to see in the Steam, see that this is overwhelmingly positive, there is 2000 and etc. Oh yes, I did something. And yeah, this is the best motivation in mind.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree. Totally agree with Orhan. And I just want to add one little thing that for myself, the greatest motivation will be when when we manage to deploy that game into early access, which will be in the end of this year.
Okay.
And we wanted to create a unique idea which will mix like different good things from other games, and I think we manage it, because I'll maybe we'll talk about the game later on, but yeah, this is the most motivating part for me. Yeah.
Okay. So, and as going through the developing process, both of you making your own game, what skills have you picked up from being a game dev to your real life, other life territories, and also how you have changed as a person in your everyday life as being a game developer? What can you think of that?
Well, for me, like once I have started coding, basically I have continued coding in my dreams as well when I sleep. This is what brought to me, basically, because like I remember the moment when I was like trying to fix some bug in my game, and I was like sleepy, and my wife said that actually you were talking about the game and you were trying to fix that in your dream, and you're like, okay, let's code it here, let's add that here, and exactly this is
that's the passion, right? That's the passion.
Yeah, exactly. This is the thing that brought me that if you have a passion, you have to follow that. This is the most thing that this game development, like adventure, taught me, that if you have a passion, you have to follow that. You have to work on it. You have to make it better. Not like you start. Most of the people, when they have some interest, they can't turn it into passion because they just don't be consistent.
Or they
But if you
are scared to take the first step, right?
Exactly, yeah. And once you do what you like, then you will like what you do. This is the case.
True.
Okay. But I have learned a few things from since I have started working on this project. One of the biggest things is ability to deal with negative opinions.
Okay.
Because before I was like, when I get negative opinion of anything I do, I was just demotivating myself, because I got negative opinion. Oh, it's bad. I can't do anything. I'm useless, and etc. But right now, for me, my philosophy is like, do not pay attention to negative opinions, but take into consideration. So I totally, I can basically say that you can get negative opinion, but the ability to convert
Absorb.
them into, to absorb them and convert them into tweaks for your game or for your project, and etc. This is the thing I have learned.
True.
And also, one thing I have learned, the second one is never give up. I'm not gonna give up, because before this project we have been doing another Bug Alliance project, but 3D version. 3D version, 3D version, like melee combat, I don't know, ranged combat and etc. with quest, RPG, action shooter game and etc. But it was too tough for us, because we are not a game studio. We're just indie developers, and I have learned one thing, that never do something that gonna overdo yourself. If you can't continue, if you can't deal with that, do not even start this project. Therefore, after a year later, we have started this project, a new Bug Alliance project, but the newer version,
Much simple
yeah.
one, basically.
Yeah, simple one, because we are indie developers and we have some little budget, and we have to do something best with this with what we have.
Yep.
Would you like to ever get back in the future to your original idea, to the 3D version of the game?
Yeah, we plan that, and after we will be successful in this one, the Bug Alliance 2, we plan a 3D version.
Oh, nice. Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so let's head to the game. So what was the influence behind the story of your game? Because it's a very interesting story and refreshing story. I haven't seen that much in other games. Bugs versus worms, it's an interesting one. What was the influence behind that?
I'll let actually my team brother to tell how this idea comes into his mind.
Okay.
And then later I'll talk about the story of this game.
Yeah, well, actually, the spark of this idea is little silly, but yeah, this is what made this, like, said, oh, this is a nice idea, let's do this. So one day I was like, when I was waiting for a bus, basically, I just saw that, like, I don't know, there is a group of bugs, like, making kind of alliance, these bees. They were tearing apart little worms there. So it was like, I just saw that kind of board there, and the bugs, were doing against worm. And I said that, actually, do we have such idea actually at all around here? And yeah, well, of course there are ideas about bugs and so on, but not exactly what I saw. Like worms, disgusting worms, basically like ruining the world, and the bugs trying to save the world, because bugs are much worse than worms. So that's why I just thought that this could be a spark of an idea. So I have shared this Chingiz, and he said that, yeah, actually that's a nice one, but what could be like behind it? Worms, bugs, and so on, but what could be? And then we even wrote the whole story about that, like how it started, and so on. Maybe Chingiz can describe that one, but yeah, this is that little spark.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, well, talking about the story, actually, as Orhan said, it should be the war between bugs and worms. The bugs living on the upper side of Earth, and worms living under the Earth. So there should be a war between them because of the territory, territory capturing.
Okay,
but how everything started. There was a normal world, normal Earth, and etc. And after meteor strike, everything ruined. And it became like, after some millions of years later, there were only two ruling factions in Earth: bugs, mutated bugs, and mutated worms. And worms are ruled by the king Glutton, which is a big worm that rules other worms. Yeah, fat worm. But there's a plot twist in the story, so maybe players will know the story as they play the missions and etc.
Okay.
And the bugs ruled by three queens. B queen, and queen, and also Mal's queen.
Okay.
So they are fighting each other, and also, of course, there will be other factions like Nebusians, Nestorians, and Morcom deserters, and etc. We have a lot of factions and a lot of end game idea about the about the game, and there will be interesting multiplayer and PvP additions to the game. But the main story is the war between bugs and worms, where worms captivated bugs, and now they should save their queens and save other bugs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why they're coming together, all the bugs,
Yeah.
right?
Of course. Yeah.
I see.
Lions,
Okay,
yeah.
nice, interesting story. Okay. Okay, so and when you first started this idea of yours and you wanted to make a 3D game, but you realized you had to cut it down and take it for the future part, was it very emotional for you to do that?
Yeah, well, actually, as Chinga said, like literally almost 1 year ago, yeah, we were going with 3D, but then we saw that actually we are not AAA studio. So like basically what we learned, you have to go with small step rather than going with one.
True. You
Like,
just jump up, right?
yeah,
From start.
because that's critical. When you jump, you can slip
You
and
can fall down very fast, yeah.
fall down very fast. Yeah. So that was the moment that I have spoken with Chinged, and I said that actually, yeah, this is the moment we have to do it. We have to close the project because, I mean, this is torment
Because of the
basically.
budget,
Not only budget, yeah, well, budget worked a lot of role in it, but we saw that actually we cannot compare ourselves with other AAA studios because we are not AAA. We are just indie devs. So we have to either start all over or just drop the project. And at that moment, we were not emotionally ready to start new project. So we just said, it's not drop, it's basically pause. You have to sometimes to make a pause to make a progress.
True.
So we made a pause there, and after 1 year, we just started this one.
Okay. What about you?
Well, one second, just a second. I was reading the chat, and I have seen their question. Oh, I'll ask.
Yeah, at the end we're gonna answer.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Can you repeat the question?
So very emotional about you had to cut off your 3D idea and just start with the 2D or top-down version of the game?
Yeah, it was demotivating actually to close a project because you have to tell why to other team member, and the biggest reason is sadly because of budget, but there was other reasons as well, as Orhan said, but we didn't lose motivation at all. After a year we have started, but this time we have taken into consideration our failures and our mistakes and etc. So we have decided to go these little steps.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, we talked about that you put all of your experience from old school games to this game. So were you aiming for a harder game, which difficulty was in old school games, or you wanted somewhere in between, like middle difficulty and mid difficulty for being able to be there for casual players but hardcore players as well, or you wanted a very easy game to have for the players? What was the goal with your game?
Yeah, that's actually a nice question. I can say actually we are not aiming to make some kind of Souls-like game, like Dark Souls, something like you literally die with one shot.
For the first step.
Yeah, exactly. But what we sought to do is to have something that have have a basically point for everyone. So let's say let's take it apart. And for example, like players will start with a casual difficulty. They will play. They can kill enemies. They have life, and there's a nice gameplay. But eventually, to make a progress, they will have to upgrade themselves, evolve, and to go even further. And once they go further, their enemies start becoming like little tough.
Okay.
And the more progress they do, the tougher enemy becomes, basically.
Okay.
This is our idea, because in some of the games, usually it's either too easy and it's getting bored, or
True.
In my opinion, for example, it's hard at the beginning, but I wanted to that's why I actually decided to go like this, that you start with a normal difficulty and you go to the hardest difficulty as per your choice, not
Okay.
like games make you
I see.
to play hard game. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, actually, this game is progressive game. We are planning to add evolution system to the game, that
Okay.
you are ranking up your character, your weapon, your abilities, and etc. And each time you can, each rank you are getting more stronger, and you can engage with stronger enemies and etc.
I see.
But there's a big but. Normal, there is a normal difficulty, hard difficulty, and extreme difficulty, and they are open for players. So if you are brave enough, you can just go with the hardest difficulty
For the
and
first
play
time.
that. Yeah, it's free. You can try, and if you enjoy dying every time, or if you love some adrenaline, you can play. You can just go to extreme difficulty and play. It's free, and that's why we didn't want to make like first you have to finish normal difficulty, then you open hard one, then you open hard.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
it's not the point. We just opened all the difficulties. Players can play
It's their choice.
with
Yeah.
any difficulty, that they want. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. So when balancing the gameplay and the story, which side or which aspect did you want it to put more into the game to experience, as for players to have? Like, was it for you to have, like, was it more important for you to have the story to experience for players, or the gameplay part, or did you want it to balance, like it's the same level, same story, same with same amount of gameplay? So what was the perfect balance for you?
At the beginning, honestly, it was only the gameplay.
Okay.
Because we have a nice story behind this idea, but as we had experience from the 3D type of this game, that
Okay.
we tried to focus on story, but we wasn't lucky. So then we decided, actually, let's bring nice gameplay to players, and then maybe we can talk about the story. So, and eventually we came up with the idea that they're going to be, well, we can talk about later, but they're going to be basically 3 game modes initially, and first game modes going to be about basically just a gameplay. You just play, kill, slash, hack and slash, and roguelike game. Yeah, you destroy and something like that. And the last one will tell you the story behind it. So you're gonna play mission by mission. You choose your own bug, obviously your own character, but you're gonna by progression the mission, you're gonna learn the story, like
I see.
what happened to those bugs, why their queens captured, how they can, and basically your character will be the main character to rescue the queens, kill the king glutton, and so on. Basically, whichever. So you choose ant, you're gonna do your own story. You choose, I don't know,
Oh, okay.
spider.
So more story sides. Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Story
Okay.
side and so on, basically.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
each character will start in different locations and different, slightly different story. Well, every story actually goes into the one story, like rescuing queens and etc. But killing glutton. But the starting location, starting quest and etc. Slightly different from
I see.
with each bugs. And I want to add one thing to Orhan's words that yeah, he said that there will be different game modes, and there will be like expedition mode where players will play missions, quest, and learn about the story. But in order to play missions, you have to level up, to open other
Oh,
missions.
okay.
Every mission, every quest, let's say, will have a required rank. You have
Okay.
to be rank 3, 6, 9, and etc. And how you rank up, you have to play survival game mode, you have to play resistance game mode, and you have to collect some resources, some resources, farm essences, and
I see.
you combine them, evolve your character, get stronger, and continue storying.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
all combined together. Nice.
Yeah.
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 One additional thing here,
Okay.
as you said that basically what we tried, that's a good point, by the way. What we tried to make here is to create a link between those game
Those
modes.
game modes. I
Yeah.
see.
So
I see.
yeah, what I mean by link is that usually when games put several game modes, they do like you play one game mode, you literally forget about
They are
other game.
separate, so they don't have a
Yeah,
connection
exactly.
together. Yeah.
There is no relation at
Yeah.
all. So basically, but here in one game mode you collect one resource, another game mode you collect the rare resources.
I
Basically,
see.
then you have to, in order to evolve, you have to collect, and basically this is all linked together. So yeah.
Okay. I
Yeah.
see. I see. And if I'm correct, I also saw that there is going to be a cooperative update, right? A co-op update.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many
Well,
players can play together in your game? What is the goal?
Initial goal to put 4
Okay.
players
Nice.
from advance, but then maybe they can come up with. Actually, I'm already coming up with different kind of juicy ideas, but we can come up with some game mode ideas where maybe some kind of raids where a player
Oh.
can play 8 or
Oh, nice.
16, or even larger,
Nice.
because
Nice.
they
Sounds
can be maybe.
interesting. Okay.
Yeah, they can be. We aim to put some large map, open world, basically, where hundreds of players that we're gonna fight against worms all together.
Okay.
Not
Nice.
PvP.
Nice.
Yeah, PVE kind of thing. Maybe later there can be a PvP, basically, where players can
Okay.
like play with worms, like in is Left 4 Dead, where they can play
Dumb
with.
TDM. Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
The two
Exactly.
alliances.
Well,
Nice. Or two factions.
what we
Sorry.
want,
Yeah.
what we want actually, we want to make our game endless. That's
Yeah.
that's the point of making I mean, that's the point of creating end game features of in every game. So
True.
I just want to we just want to make our game endless. If let's say you have finished the story, and so I have learned all the story about queens and glutton and etc. And so what else? So
Yeah.
players will say that, I'm sure. That's why. So to make them not to say that, we plan beautiful end game features for this game, and I'm sure they're gonna love it. We just
Nice.
excited to release that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you planning to release your game on other platforms as well, not just PC? Have you been thinking
Yeah,
about it?
definitely. At least PS4 and Xbox, for
Okay.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah, and also there will be a mobile version as well.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
will work on the
Mobile version.
mobile version. It will be a little different, but yeah, we plan that.
Are you going to or are you planning to release it on the same day as the early access, or are you planning to develop and update the versions and the platforms,
Mhm.
so on?
Well, I think I want to actually to release it at the same day,
I see.
because maybe consoles can be a little late because they have some improvement sync and etc. But for mobile and PC, yeah, it's the same day, because there are some people that they see the game on PC and they say, oh, actually, that would be nice if I have it on mobile. And they, oh, actually, we have it. Oh, let's play it. It can create a cross action, cross
True.
engagement, basically.
Would you like to have crossplay in your game as well? So no matter on what platforms
Oh,
the
yeah.
people play, they can stick
Of course.
together with the co-op update.
Yep, definitely. Because especially for some kind of raid mission, maybe.
Yeah, true.
Maybe we understand players, we could play it because when they one can have console, one can have PC, we can't limit them. So we have to be, have to be open to that, basically.
Okay, nice. So we were talking about the co-op update as well. So how are you planning to manage the saves for people? Is it only going to save for the host or to everyone separately, and how they can manage the level difference, because you were talking about that you have to be at a certain level in order to start a mission.
Yeah.
So how can you handle that if you put co-op in the game? What's your plan about that?
Yeah, that's good idea. Well, I don't like limiting players.
Okay.
So I won't put like you have to be the same level as host played and so on.
Okay.
It's all your responsibility. If you are 20, let's say level 20, and you want to bring your level 1 friend here, well, it's all up to you. They will receive the experience. They will receive all the resources.
I see.
Will they be able to play? Well, obviously no, because there is a difference.
They will die very quick.
It's all your responsibility. Exactly. Yeah. It's all your responsibility to like play and so on. It's freedom. You can do anything.
Okay.
It's what in our mind. And the second issue is where are we going to host? Well, I hate when there are games that like basically save the game only for the host, because that's not fair.
True.
Others
I agree.
others do the job, and they basically help the host, and at the end, only the host gets basically the feed, whatever the reward.
True.
This is not fair. So yeah, it will be saved globally for all players.
Nice. Okay, speaking of, oh no, go for that. Sorry.
Yeah, I wanted just a little thing that Orhan said that other players will bring like I'm rank 40 and I'm gonna bring my rank 1 friend to the game so he can gain experience. Okay, you can play, but there's a little thing that player will not enjoy the game. This is the thing. You can bring, you can make help them level up and etc. That's free of doing it. But where's the enjoyment?
Enjoyment, yeah. It's like their own punishment for their own stupid choices, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
It's the freedom, but they will be punished by their own choices.
Yeah, but I'm sure they're gonna do that. Yeah.
True.
Okay.
So what are the core features and core aspects of your game, if we can talk about that as well? What core elements do your game has?
Okay. I'll talk about it. Well, there are a lot of unique points in the game. The first unique point that we have talked about before is free game mode, which will give players 3 different game experiences, gameplay experience. The one is survival game mode, which is, there are different survival casual survival games like, I don't know, Potato and 20 minutes till dawn and something like that, there will be a survival game, which is like fast-paced action mode. There will be a resistance mode, which is a tower defense mode, but not classic tower defense, a bit different one. And there's the expedition mode, which is, as we said before, story mode. And we combine all of these games. It's basically like 3 games in one game, 3 in 1. So maybe they will be like 5 in 1. We're gonna add another modes, a horror mode, the zombie mode and etc. We're gonna add that, but later. But initially there will be 3 game modes here. Another unique point here is characters. Every character, there's it's unlimited. there are millions of bugs in this world that we can convert into character here in our game, and there are a million types of worms that we can just bring in our game and create an enemy or a character and etc.
Okay.
So this is a unique point that there will be tons of characters that players can choose from ninjas to juggernauts, from tanks to healers and etc. And they are free to do that. And this third one is challenges. We call it Queen's Trials.
Okay.
And players will have to do some achievements, have to finish some achievements and challenges in order to open, to unlock characters, to unlock maps, to unlock, I don't know, some special missions, to unlock Steam achievements and etc. This is also, I think that this makes the game more interesting, because players play for a reason. Of course, there's a reason to completing story and etc. But why not another reason playing this game? So the biggest part also is the challenges, Queen's Trials, that we call it. These are the unique points, and the game design actually is, we call it a top-down action shooter game with RPG elements. It's a bit long, but we have all of them in one. That's why. Yeah.
Okay. So
another small point.
No, go for that. Sorry.
Yeah, go on.
No, go for that. Go for that.
Another small point here that I actually came up with recently and shared with Chingiz that I don't know, maybe I missed, maybe Chingiz said, but the only thing we miss here is like having some kind of different point of view. Like currently it's top down, but in Expedition we think to make some kind of little tricks there.
Okay.
So when you let's say when you're on the mission, you're gonna play as a platformer basically.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna do some kind of, you're gonna move here and you shoot and the worms and so on. And when there is some special events, let's say some kind of ambush, maybe there, it's gonna become the top-down shooter.
Okay, nice, interesting. Okay.
Deal with the ambush, or maybe you reach, let's say, Queen. There is a defense mission. You have to defend Queen. It's becoming top-down. You defend it, and then it's becoming the platformer again, and continue your job.
Okay.
Yeah, something like this.
Would you like to have the transition with cutscenes, or what's the idea behind that?
Well, cutscenes a little hard to do because you have to have some professional, because to look it like really nice cutscene. But yeah, initially maybe we can do it with some camera transition like this. But yeah, later on with some cutscene like the fighting, and then there is an ambush and it's becoming top down. You have to deal with it.
Nice. Again, very nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, in order to do that, actually, we have to find some good
uniqueness.
And also someone to do that, to create some cutscenes and etc. And of course no one will do it for free, so we need some budget for that. But later, of course, after releasing early access, we're gonna work, of course.
Okay. So we talked about a lot of times about release. What's your plan for the release date of the early access version of your game?
Early access release will be like end of December this year.
Okay.
But before that, we're gonna release a major update on our demo, which is currently available on Steam. We're gonna release major updates, which there will be some new game mode, which is Resistance. We're currently working on it, almost finishing. New enemy types and some challenges, of course.
Okay. Yeah. I also saw in the demo that there is like a card system or similar to card system. What is that in the game?
Well, this is similar to what usual survival kind of games have.
Okay.
When you You know that when you kill enemies, you gather some experience, and it's when you level up, basically,
It's
you
like
come
a
up with a random.
perk system.
Exactly, you come up with some random perks. But what made me sometimes frustrated, it's random. You can't choose like whatever you like. So maybe I want to go with pyromancer build, but it's coming as a freaking
I see,
ice
I see,
there,
I
and
see, I see, I
I
see.
have to choose. So it's annoying for me personally. So we decided to come up with some little unique idea and said that actually, to make it as a three separate categories: character upgrade, weapon upgrade, and abilities upgrade.
I see.
And in each category, there are going to be cards, basically upgrade cards, which are like a carousel upgrade card. When you like literally, it's a nice view, basically. Um, so basically, if you choose characters, you can upgrade your health, your speed. You can create, I don't know, maybe you can play with some tanky character, and you can go for dodge. It's gonna be dodge tanky maybe, or you can play with some engineer and go for full health tanky engineer, whichever you like. You can go fully for weapon. You can go fully for abilities and so on. It's all as I said before. What mostly I want to give to players is the freedom.
Freedom, yeah.
I don't want the players to say that, oh, actually, this is not good. I don't want to be stuck in one build and so on. There are literally, even right now, with this status, with this current status, there are millions of possible builds that you can do. You can go with the dodge, speed, health, whatever you want. So this is a card system. Yeah.
Yeah. And one thing I just want to add, that I know some people, maybe I myself also hate the random card system, etc. But of course, there are lot of people that like randomization and etc. But therefore, I assure those people that don't worry, we're gonna make that possible in our game as well, because we will make there's a setting, and if you click that setting, if you check it, cards will be
Random.
will come random. If you didn't check that, the cards will be like
Okay.
on your
Manual
choice.
choice.
Yeah,
So,
manual choice.
so your game is really totally about freedom, so people can
Oh, yeah, yeah,
find their own
definitely.
play style. Nice, nice. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
So we haven't touched the topic of music. So what about the music? What vibes did you want it to give with the music aspect to your game?
There are different vibes actually in our game.
Okay.
The most of the music we managed to luckily make when we were working on 3D model,
Okay.
3D type of the game. We have different kind of music, electro, orchestral, some kind of Hotline Miami style music and
Nice.
so on, Payday kind of style music and
Would
etc.
you like?
We still,
Would you want
yeah.
it to have? Sorry for interrupting you. Would you want it to have music with vocals as well, or only the beats and the musical parts?
Well, yeah. For example, in maybe in the cutscenes, or
Okay.
maybe when in the story mode, maybe there can be some vocal, kind of music. But it's again a freedom, so there's gonna be a lot of choice.
Nice.
So players can, we can even create some kind of playlist. Players can choose the music to play from, as in Payday. For most of the players now,
True.
they can choose their own playlist for action, for menu, for whichever you want. It's again freedom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you would like to add as well?
Well, no, because I just wanted to thank our composer, Simon, and also
Yeah.
I see him right now in Discord, Dogu Uwu. Yeah, I just want to thank them actually for beautiful music, beautiful
Yeah.
songs. They are great composers.
Okay. Thank you for that. Nice, nice. Okay, so and I'm curious, are you guys allowed to show some 3D stuff and also the current state of the game? Because I'm very interested to see the original state of the game as well. Are you down to show that as well, or just the current state? Are you allowed to
Maybe
do that?
actually in the YouTube channel, I think
Yeah,
have.
I saw a clip. I saw a clip actually. Someone
Mhm.
posted it. I'm not sure if it was you with the original Twitter account of yours, but there was some clips from the original 3D version. I saw that like 2 days ago. Somebody posted it, yeah, and tagging your entry channel, yeah.
Maybe Chingiz, as your owner of the YouTube channel, there has to be. I think it's private currently video, but we hid it because it's not relevant. But you can show that one. You can share
Yeah.
and
I would
show
love
that.
that. I would
Yeah.
love to see that if you're down to that.
Yeah, you want to see the gameplay, the little gameplay from
Yeah,
that one?
yeah. The 3D one
Yes.
as well. Before we go into the questions and the current state. Yeah, I'm very interested in that one. Yeah, let us know.
Sure.
Let me know if I can switch to the stream.
Sure. One
Thank you
second.
for that.
No problem. You're gonna share screen.
Okay.
Let me know if you see the screen or
Yeah,
not.
I do.
Okay.
Yep. Let me open it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one, I guess.
Play it. Yeah. Basically, yeah.
Yeah. This is choosing your bug.
Oh, okay, nice. Octavius. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you bigger the screen if there's that's not a
Yeah.
big thing test? Thank you for that.
No problem. Well, this is the arena mode
Okay.
actually. Yeah. This is a 3D. This is the
Wow.
second view.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and it was a top down. Okay, it was still a top down, just 3D.
Well, first it was 3D when we went with the top down, and yeah, then we just paused the project.
Okay.
Yeah.
Basically, had a melee weapon or
Okay.
ranged weapon. Little clunky, little silly, but yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
There is a combo. There was a combo with a melee. Basically, you do.
I
some
hope
kind of
that
combo.
we will see this game happen too, because like, yeah.
Oh yeah, it will definitely will because it's something already as a principle currently that
Yeah.
I want to go with that. So
I just want to show you this 3D one as well. Just a minute, please.
Okay.
If you have some, just a little
Sure,
time.
sure.
Just
Do that, sure.
Yeah. Just a second.
I don't think that one.
I get this one.
Ah, yeah. Think so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I saw. Yeah.
Yeah. This is this 3D game.
It's a mix of everything, like you told us.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, thank you. That's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
And here, the melee combats are much better.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Well,
You will
yeah,
have to
this
make a physical edition with this game as well. Like I can see that happen. Oh, let me. How can I take back the grid version? Nice. Okay, so I can see both of you. You will have to do a physical version with the correct characters, you know, put into figurines that people can collect. I can see that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
We
We think about that.
Like a
we
merchandise for your game.
Oh yeah,
Of course.
definitely.
We also think about the some arts for like Steam card or something like that.
Nice,
Or
nice.
like physical character cards and etc. But
Maybe
it's also-
t-shirts with
Yeah.
an Octavius here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
T-shirt.
nice.
Well, if you think about the second part of this game, which is the continue of the story, of course, obviously we're gonna do 3D, not top down, and etc. We're gonna do 3D because we're gonna add some melee combat, some range combat, and etc. So we're gonna resurrect that 3D version later on.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. Okay. Are you down to answer some questions from the stream? Are you down to that?
Sure.
Before we go into
Sure.
the gameplay as well? And yeah, let's go. Let's do that. Okay, let's watch back if there were any questions that we missed. Let me see. Oh, nice. Anna wishlisted it. Thank you, Anna. Nice.
Thank you.
Thank
Glad
you.
to see.
Raven is asking, you said games can cause addiction. Have you ever experienced any negative effects or any negativity from people because you are a gamer, if my understanding correct, and about you decided to work on a game instead of anything else? Great question. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go to me.
No, you can continue.
Okay. Well, as I understand, the question is, were there any negative effect of that addiction?
Yeah.
Game addiction, right?
So let me read that again. So that have you ever experienced any negative effects or negativity from people because you are a gamer,
Oh,
and that you decided to work on games instead of anything else?
well, yeah. Actually, the one of the first negativity was that actually, if actually this is in everything, that if you overdo what you do, it's
Okay.
obviously consuming your time, wasting your time. Well, you can play games because I think, in my opinion, games are really nice thing that teaching people in some
True.
portion of your life. But I'm not the person who advised to overplay, because it can consume your time. It can make you basically to waste your time, so that you're not going to be able to do something useful, maybe to work on your passion or something else. And the negativity from people, and I don't think I got any negativity. Well, in contrast, actually, I found many good friends actually from games.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
since now we talk and so on.
True.
And it basically depends what you play. If you play some psychological, really crazy games that ruin your brain, it's freaking negative things. But rather than that, I didn't see much negativity from games.
Okay.
Well, yeah, one negativity I remember in my life, which Orhan also will remember, like 4 or 5 years ago, we were working on a game called I'm Not Beaten. It's like it's a story-based, story-rich game, again top-down game. We were working on it every day, and we were doing really great. But because of our addiction to games, we just dropped
The project.
working on that game and just started playing games 7/24, and it was really a nightmare for us because of this addiction we have lost maybe a chance to be a game creator at that age. But yeah, it was really bad experience for us. But on the other hand, we have also a lot of advantages of being a gamer. Yeah.
Is that game available somewhere to play and try, by the way, that you mentioned?
Well, sadly, we dropped it.
Oh.
Sadly, we have lost everything. Every
Okay.
every details, every
That's
how to say.
sad, but oh my god, I wanted to try it out, at least
Yeah,
stream or
maybe
something.
we're gonna work it later on because we have an idea enough, so we didn't lose that. Yeah.
Okay, so speaking about this topic, do you believe that passion and addiction are two things that are walking next to each other, handling each other's hand, or.
In some cases, yes. I mean, in some cases, we can say both yes and no, because
Okay.
yeah, you can have addiction to your passion, but in that case, yeah, it helps. But you can have addiction to something that wastes your time. Then you're not going to be
True.
go with your passion. So it depends what you do.
True. Okay. Thank you for that. Okay, let me watch back if there were any other questions. Oh, another interesting question from Raven. Do you have any plans to start a new project, maybe bigger, and extend the team after this one?
After this one, yeah, well, as we said, the second part of this game, yeah, we even looking forward to expand our team in this project as well, because we think that teamwork is the best thing that one should have for successful things to do around. So yeah, not only in the future on this project, we're also thinking to expand our team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, let me check it. Igen, visszatekertem. Yeah, I got back to Raven's questions. Yeah, thank you for that. Reminding me. Okay, is there any more questions? Let us know. Hölgyek, urak, bármilyen kérdés van, mielőtt belemegyünk a gameplay megnézésébe? Let us know. Please let us know. Let us know. Hölgyek, urak, nyugodtan kérdezzetek egyébként. And don't forget to wishlist the game on Steam and try it out. There is a demo also, so...
Yeah,
I will market the game for you because you told me you weren't good at marketing, but I'm a very bad marketer myself as well. So
yeah,
creative people are like that, right? Not into marketing.
Yeah, well, most of the people can't market their own product.
Yeah, true. It's also like a learning experience, in my opinion. Like you're learning it through like doing it. Yeah.
It's hard to get known to the public, you know.
Yeah, and especially nowadays when it's like so many games are being released, and I'm always saying that I feel like the problem behind it is like back then where there was, you know, E3 and all those, you know, paper-based video game journals. It was like in my opinion, it was like easier to promote your game by those journals. And nowadays it's like mostly, you know, streamers and YouTubers who are willing to promote these games. But since there are so many games, and since there are a lot of people who are just, you know, promoting games for money, it's way harder, you know, for example, for especially indie developers, you know, to get their products on the knowledge of people.
I agree. Totally agree.
Yeah, and it's sad in my opinion, because I think in a perfect ideal world, all these streamers should be picking up all of the games, especially if they are big and successful, because that's their passion, right? That if I will be like a person with, you know, 1 million followers and 1 million viewers, I would be playing all the games, and I'm doing that in this position of mine as well. So it's like weird for me to see that people are not making that. But yeah, it's weird.
Actually, it's also hard to get contact with the streamers and YouTubers nowadays, because there's too many game makers or developers that want to contact a streamer, that exact streamer or YouTuber, and etc. So maybe he can just follow up his emails.
It's true. It's hard for them. Yeah. True.
That's why I really appreciate your
hard work. Thank you. I'm a passionate player as well, and so yeah, I love games since my childhood, and I'm still loving games being 30. So yeah, it's my passion and addiction as well. So. For me, it's very important, and when I like I said to you in private conversation as well, when I started my show, I really wanted players and people to see behind the curtain. So it's actually human beings who are making these games. It's not just, you know, just snapping your fingers and the game is out. It's not like that. Like
exactly.
It's really hard, but we have but we have extreme power, so I'm sure we're gonna make it together with my twin brother.
I'm sure with nice.
Is the help of other good people like you.
Thank you.
Talking about about how hard it's to get known to the public, that's why we are trying to find some festivals, some contests, and some events, and etc. Right now we have I have registered, so I have submitted our game to to some events, like
nice.
to some.
Are you planning to go to
events.
Gamescom or not?
There's an event called 12th Indie Game Contest
Okay.
that will be on October 18th, and also
nice.
some Wholesome Games Team Celebration event, and one more is Team Next Fest.
Yeah.
October 2024.
Nice.
We have registered to all of them, and after we have accepted to them, we're gonna show our games there.
Nice.
Hopefully with the
Sounds
new
nice.
update.
Nice. Okay, Mini is asking whose idea was the ant as the main protagonist of the game? And why?
Ant actually
yeah.
Ant is not main one.
Okay.
The main one is whoever you choose, you know.
Okay.
It can be Octavius, it can be Prover, which is the Ant guy, it can be Kazi, which is the
Yeah, but you were talking a lot about Octavius. That's why probably she thought that he is the main character. Like the box arted, you know, who is on the box art of your game.
Oh, actually, in our stream.
Oh, the screen froze.
Yeah, it's cut.
It's frozen. In this version, there is no main character. You know,
Okay.
the main character is whoever you choose to play and to continue story.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
But one thing, maybe the reason why we started with Ant, creating with Ant, the reason is because when I said as a story behind it, when I saw literally the ants basically tearing apart the worm. So
okay. That's a scary thing to see.
yeah. So it actually, I said, we must start with soldier ant basically. But
okay, nice story.
Idea.
Nice. Influenced by nature, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, Raven is asking if there is any an opportunity. Sorry, for example, a bigger company who supports indie games. Will you think about to accept offers so can grow and do easier to promote?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
They that's what in the companies in the team as basically looking for. It's either publishing support or
but you still have to remain like to have your freedom, right? So that's the hardest part about that, to find a publisher who supports your freedom, your choice of freedom and creativity.
Yeah, if that big company basically puts the condition that you will do whatever I say, then no, because I want to go with the same freedom as I started with my twin. I want to have my own game. The reason we can go with a big company if they help us with the promotion or something like that. Other than that, there's no possibility. I don't want to create shitty games once again.
Also, I don't want our game to become like pay to win, and also
exactly.
pay to win, and also how to say that, like I'm selling my game. A lot of games, there are a lot of games that selling their games, and then they are starting selling their DLCs. What is the meaning of it? You know, it's like if you sell your game, for me personally, you have to put your DLCs for free because I already bought your game, so I'm owner of your game, so I need to get those DLCs free.
Yeah.
So that's what we do. If you buy a game, which will be not like $60 or $2,400 and etc., it will be really cheap. Anyway, so if you buy it, you're gonna get the DLCs for free because I don't want the players to be frustrated. It's no sense.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, Rion is asking, sorry if this question has already been answered before, but did any games inspire you guys to make this game story-wise, for example? Okay.
Well, not story-wise, that's for sure, because I didn't want the story behind the game to be inspired by something because it's, in my opinion, it's killing the uniqueness. But idea-wise, yeah, there were, for example, the I don't know if you played the Bug Heroes on mobile game. That was some kind of
I'm not sure if I
inspiration.
played that one because I'm not really playing on mobile anymore. But yeah.
Yeah, and also some other games such as maybe 20 Minutes Till Dawn and
Okay. Yeah,
etc.
you mentioned that before. Yeah.
Yeah. And the little chunks maybe we took the inspiration from them, but in general we wanted to make some kind of unique experience basically for
I see.
players.
Okay. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay. I just read back the chat and I reflected to that.
I hope the chat is really satisfied with the answers.
Yeah, thank you, and I appreciate your honesty about everything. Yeah, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Hölgyek, urak, bármás kérdés? Any other questions? Let us know. Let us know. Feel free to let us know. Here is your chance.
Yeah. Don't hesitate to ask.
Yeah, true. Let us know. Let us know. Let us know. Please let us know. You're welcome. You're welcome, Raven. You are welcome. Let us know. Hölgyek, urak, bármi kérdés? Még valami? Nagyon úgy nincs kérdés, jó. And if you would go for another project, what would that be? Do you have already like ideas for very other topic to make a game in? Like not the second part, but after that? Do you already have like an idea?
Yeah. Well, that the one that we want to actually make after this one is maybe in parallel the Not Beaten one, the one that Ching is actually talk about.
Yeah,
that's two reasons for that. The one is because we dropped it because the addiction, and we want to fix that mistake. And the second one is because we almost have the book for that. I'm not beaten.
Oh,
we wrote
nice.
This. Yeah, we
so you
wrote
were
this whole
writing a book as well?
Yeah, we are writing
nice.
the
No, very nice. Nice. You have to get back to that, man. Come on.
Oh yeah, definitely. We're thinking
like it's
to
a
get
universe expanding with books and everything. Like nice. Okay.
Yeah,
I love that.
and as well as we have the story, the rich story, and almost a book. So why not?
You should be writing a book about like Bug Alliance as well.
Oh yeah,
it could work out. Like it would be also a nice promotion to the people who might not be into video games but still would be down to read. It's nice. It's nice. I love that. I love books. So nice.
Yeah, thank you. Yep.
Oh, actually, I have found our game in IndieDB years ago that we have published the trailer. So yeah, I'll share it with you if it's.
Oh, nice. I'm down to that. Nice.
Oh, that one. Oh my god.
Yeah, just a little thing.
Let us see.
Yeah.
Nice. Let me know. Oh, nice.
I'm myself eager to work because it's like literally 5. Oh yeah.
Do you see the screen?
Yeah, I do.
This is a thing. This is a game that we were working.
Oh, nice. On. Okay.
Yeah.
We
have it's deleted actually, but yeah, here.
Oh, there's a video too. Nice.
Yeah.
Could you expand it? Thank you.
Yep.
Your fate is in your hands.
Yeah, it's like you can choose what. It's like Fallout, you know.
You choose your answers.
Oh, it's like a choice-based one. Oh my god, it's nice. And you really dropped it? No way. No way.
Well, the story is here, so we can start.
Nice. Oh my god. It's like an old school point and click adventure game.
Yeah,
It was also kind of survival game. You have hunger, you have thirst, you have to survive.
Nice.
Yeah.
I
4
love
characters. Infiltrator, the
Oh my
classic
god.
game.
I'm so sad you guys dropped this game.
Yeah, we can work on this.
You have to get back to your own ideas again, like to your old ideas. I love that. I love that.
And they were actually crafting also. You were like farming.
Nice. I like the transition from the music going sad to happy, from sad to happy.
Mine, chopped woods, basically.
Nice, nice, love that.
Oh my god, I literally want to.
The vibes, the vibes.
Fishing.
Love that, love that. I love that. Oh my god, okay. Nice. Nice, 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 nice.
yeah.
It really gave me the Walking Dead vibes, you know?
Yeah, exactly. That
Nice.
was the inspiration, basically. That was
Nice.
Oh yeah,
nice,
it was
nice,
2016. Yeah, it was how many years? 8 years.
It's a long journey from that point, right?
Oh,
You
yeah.
have to get back to this game, man. Oh my god, I love it.
We
I
will.
love it. The vibes,
will.
the vibes, the Walking Dead vibes. I love
Oh
it.
yeah,
I
We-
freaking had the goosebumps on.
True, right? Yeah.
yeah.
I love the transitions from like going from sad music to very like, you know, chill and
Oh, yeah.
happier stuff. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you down to show some, you know, footage of the game? Are you down to show
Yeah.
something that we haven't seen before? Are you down to
Yeah.
that?
Sure. Yeah, I can show actually. Maybe if you want to see the first mod, the survival game mode, you can check our YouTube.
It's up to you. It's
channel.
up to you. It's up to you. Freedom,
Yeah.
right? So
I'm
it's up to you.
saying, yeah, exactly. I think we can go like this in 2 ways.
Okay.
First, you can show, because watching YouTube is also something they can try demo, but seeing something on live, it's different. So maybe you can show
Yeah.
survival, little bit, 1-2 minutes, and then you can show the resistance mode, the one that we are working currently on.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
I think so.
Thank you.
know.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Just a minute. We share the screen.
Let me know.
again.
Let me know when I can open up.
Yeah, I have shared it
Okay.
right now.
Okay. Let me.
Yeah, just show it really quickly so people not get bored of it. But I think it's really interesting. Let me. Okay, I see. I guess you see the screen right now.
Yeah. I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Loud and clear. Yep.
All right. Do you hear the music and etc.?
I do.
Yep.
I do. I will add some
Okay.
more volume to it.
Okay.
Nice.
So there's 3 game modes that we have talked about: survival, resistance, and expedition. Expedition will be the story mode, so I'll show the survival mode first of all. So
Love that.
3 characters is available right now: the
Okay.
Prover one, the Octavius one, and the Kazi guy. So
Okay.
Prover is like engineer guy, you know, excels in the perimeter control, etc. Octavius is a hunter guy, and the Kazi is a mad scientist, which is good with AOE damage, you know.
Okay.
So I'll start with Prover one. Oh, actually, there's also the locked character, which is a heavy guy, but it's currently locked, and it will be available in early access.
Love the names. Brogar. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Octavius. Nice.
So the maps, there are 3 maps available
Okay.
currently: Pit of Hecatomb, Blood Forest, and Screaming Quarry. I'll start
Okay.
with the Pit of Hecatomb. As I said, there's 3 difficulties:
Difficulties,
Swarm,
yeah.
Infestation, and Plague. I'm not gonna play with Plague because I don't want to die, so I will play with the Swarm one. So there is a tutorial, control tutorial.
Okay.
When you start the game. So if you press enter, there will be a survival mode tutorial. We just put it because we want players to get know the idea behind the
I
survival.
see.
Yeah. So you start. There's a radar here. You see the enemies actually.
Okay.
It's
You
currently
can-
work in progress. Not really. Yeah, but yeah, it's something like Aliens versus Predator kind of way.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah. And talking about the character here, Prover has the assault rifle, and also
Okay.
second one is Kimber
Double
pistols.
like it would be stuff.
Yeah, if you press E on keyboard, you can activate his second ability, which is drone, and his first ability is turret. You have duration on turret, so be careful on using the turret. You can use it on, I don't know, on boss battles or another things.
I see. So you have to save it for later.
Yeah. So yeah. So you have leveled up, and you can choose the upgrades, and because Prober has engineer, I can upgrade his abilities, maybe ability damage, range, or recharge, and
see.
etc. Or I can go with just his damage and etc. So I'll go with the damage. All right. So I have gathered the essence here. So what is the essence for? Essence for ranking up your character, your weapon, etc. in evolution systems that I have talked about before. So yeah, if you press
The-
escape, you can see
In
the stats.
in the future, one thing to add, in the future we're gonna have evolution system. You're
Okay.
gonna characters. For example, if you evolve ant, you're gonna gain some armor, maybe some chest, some kind of armor, or you can unlock skin and etc. So basically, yeah, it's for evolve system as Chinggis said.
Nice.
I leveled up again. I'm gonna increase the ability damage of the.
You can see the stats if you press escape.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna pause the game and see the stats currently, whatever you upgraded.
I
For
see,
example,
I see.
you went for attack damage and ability damage. And on the right hand side, can you go to escape please? Can you click escape please for a second?
Yep. 1 second. Yeah.
Yeah, on the right hand side you have player stats, which weapons you have, abilities, their stats, and etc. It's all in one screen. So
I see.
Yeah.
So-
And also when you press dash, which is space,
Okay.
you get 1 or 2 seconds slow motion. So it's like helping you to dodge enemies.
Oh, bullet time. Okay, nice.
Yeah. It's like a killing floor.
Nice.
it's okay. It's inspired from basically Matrix, as you can guess. No, Matrix and Max Payne, basically.
All right. So yeah, you basically survive as much as you can, and
Okay.
at wave 5, you get some boss fight.
I see. Is it like always every 5 level there's a boss, or how is that?
5, 10, 15, 20,
Oh, okay,
every
okay.
5 level, and currently there's only one boss available. But in our major update, which we think to deploy on August,
Okay.
there will be like 3 or 4 bosses.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Oh yeah.
And the spawn is random. You're gonna face random boss on each phase, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, and each boss has a unique strategy. You need to have a unique strategy to defeat the boss. So
see.
it's not the same type of boss every time. So yeah.
I love the voices as well, like the
Oh,
weapon
yeah.
voices and the music. Nice.
You can
Oh, yeah.
you can explode the barrel, and you can maybe some kind. You can gather enemies in one place and then explode the barrel, and you're gonna be. We even gonna put some challenges. For example, kill 5 people with explosion,
Okay.
so on. It's more like dynamic gameplay.
Nice.
Oh yeah. And currently my character is has really low damage, so I just want to finish this first wave to show you the boss. So
Okay.
I need to survive it.
Good.
Okay.
The turrets and you can survive it.
All right. Just a second. Oh yeah.
I love the bullet time.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'll do some health regeneration because I need that currently. Okay, 12 more enemies to finish the wave, and okay, boss. Finally,
Okay.
so here's the boss guy, and he is really dangerous at close range, which he can do. Nice. Oh shit! He destroyed
The turret.
my drone.
Oh, drone. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, basically this is boss, and you need to stay away from him, but also
Oh,
you
okay.
need to stay from him.
There's
Yeah.
the Souls-like aspect of the game, right?
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah,
died. Nice.
Yeah, this is kind of we wanted to have.
Love that. Love that.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's good.
I'll show you the resistance game mode,
Okay.
but with another character, Kazi or Octavius. Let's say
Go
Octavius.
with Octavius.
Let's go with Octavius. Yeah. Let's try him
Okay.
out.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So this is the resistance mode.
Okay.
You have to put some towers, build some towers.
So it's
and,
tower defense mode. Yeah.
yeah, and you have to defend your mining station.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So these are the places where you put turret. But how you put that? If you press 2 on keyboard, it's entering build phase.
Okay.
So if in build phase you can create towers in these points.
Okay.
So let's say I want to create build tower here. If I press, there's a 3 tower types like
Okay.
light turret, heavy, and AOE turrets. Currently, 1 heavy and 1 light is available, which is the machine gun tower. Second one is the sniper tower.
Okay.
So I'll go with this one.
Oh, nice.
Okay. And I'll build the second one here. Okay. Now, if you press 1 again, you just exit the build phase. So also in build phase, you can see the whole map by zooming out.
Okay.
Also,
That
just moving
basically
your
helps
mouse.
you to create a strategy where to
Strategy,
put
yeah.
how to go. Yeah, exactly. You can decide which turret. Maybe on the back side you can put sniper towers, on the front side you can put some heavy towers and AOE towers and so on. It's again
yeah.
freedom.
Nice.
You can just put this. You can just play. So okay, 1 second. So first, by the way, speaking about the Octavius, his first weapon is Taser, which is a spear launcher, and second one is Choppy, with the axe launcher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, close range, but it kills with 1 shot. So yeah, his first ability is Bristle Barrier, which is like defending the Octavius from enemies and also healing him.
Okay.
And second ability is, hold on, I'm gonna kill these stacked guys here. Okay, second ability is web. He's just putting webs that damages and slows down enemies.
Okay.
So as you kill enemies, you can gather the protein here. It's a resource that allows you to upgrade towers
Okay.
and also build new ones. Also, you can just go here, and if you hover over on the mining station, you can upgrade mining station.
Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah. You can
you
also
can also
repair
build-
it. Yeah.
Repair it, and also if you upgrade it, it mines the creatine every 5 seconds. And if you upgrade it, the mining rate is increased.
I see.
Yeah.
And the more you survive, the more deeper you go with the mining. So that means the more rare resources you can find. As you can see on the left hand side, there is a netherite, magmas, obsidian, and iron, which is extra, more like an extra rare, very rare and common resource.
Oh,
basically.
I see.
Yeah. For example, you have to go beyond 1 kilometers of mining, so to find maybe rare or extra rare resources.
I see.
every time it's like increasing, as Orhan said, the chance of getting those resources
Increases, yeah.
Yeah, and at the end of each round, which is 5 minutes, you get resources that you have farmed within those 5 minutes. But you are asked a question after round finished, whether you want to continue or exit.
I see.
If you continue, you continue another round. But if you fail, you are not going to get any resources you gathered.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have to be careful for that. Okay, if I have a 100 or 150 more, I'll get some upgrade on these towers.
I love the exploding sound too.
Oh yeah. Now we are actually working. I'm working on putting some kamikaze worms, which are gonna run on you and
Okay.
blow you up. Some flyers, which gonna come to you and grab you. You can't go to the some.
Nice, nice.
We want to put the variety on enemies, so basically players have to have certain strategies in order to prioritize their targets and to defeat enemies and so on.
Okay. Nice,
So
nice.
I'll keep the left click here and I'll upgrade the tower. And as you can see, it's rank 2, damage increase, fire rate increase, and range increase. So
Nice.
you can upgrade it.
It's unique. The uniqueness is that usually in tower defense games you cannot use your own character, but here you're gonna use your own character as usual, create your character, etc. But you're gonna have your towers here that helps you basically.
It reminds me. This feature reminds me of Pixel Junk Monsters. If you know that game, it had two parts. That game had the same feature that you actually can also move your main character while making those towers.
Yeah, I never heard about that game, but
you should check it out. You should check it out. It's also like a tower defense game. It's only a tower defense game, but yeah, you could also like pick up your character and move him. Yeah.
Yeah. There's also a tower defense game called, maybe you played it, Orcs Must Die.
Yeah. There you can also move your character, exactly, yeah.
Really nice game.
But there you basically build traps rather than towers.
True.
Yeah. So if I survive like 25 seconds more, I'll show you that. Yeah, I'll show you this. Continue on, and then I'll just finish it, showcasing it. So we currently work on it, and there's possibly some bugs and etc. because as you can see, enemies stuck here.
But there is a bug, right? Who's the main character?
Oh yeah.
I know it's a joke. It's a joke.
We just don't want to. Okay, there's the sprint time. So if you want to upgrade, so you have mined only 5 iron. If you want to continue, the chances of getting increased.
I see.
And yeah, you just need to continue. And also it gives you 4,000 creatine to build towers and etc. every round. After every round finished. So I can upgrade.
It's getting higher. I can see that.
Oh yeah.
More enemies, stronger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Nice.
So this is a resistant mode, and we are currently working on it. We are trying to finish it until August, and we're gonna release a major update with tons of stuffs on August.
Nice. Thank you for that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Thank you too.
Thank you for inviting us.
Nice.
Having
I will need you guys for some minutes after I close the stream, if it's okay to you. But yeah. Okay. Let us know if there is any more closing questions.
Please.
And if not, don't forget to wishlist the game. And yeah. Hopefully we will have this game soon in our hands so we can play it.
Yeah.
Are you planning to release the co-op update this year, by the way? Are you planning to do that?
It's gonna be in the early access,
Okay.
but not in the demo measure update.
Oh,
But
okay,
yeah,
okay. I see.
yeah,
Thank you.
because creating networking, the cooperative on some, it's like basically creating your game once again. So it's like literally copying your game for someone else you're gonna play. So
True.
it's a little hard, but we will do for sure.
I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. You're talented people, and it's so nice to see all of your game ideas. Even the past game that you dropped, and you're probably going to back to it. It was so many crazy ideas to see. Wow. Okay. Nice. Okay. I think there is no more question. It's late on my end. It's almost 8 p.m. So people are sleepy around this time, especially because of the hot weather. But yeah, if there will be any more questions, let me know on the Discord, and I will ask the developers. Yeah, thanks everyone who joined us, and thank you for both of you for joining me. Like I said, I will need you for some minutes after the stream, but here I'm going to close the stream. And thanks everyone who joined us or who will be watching back the VOD of this interview, and will be watching back the edited version later this year. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great evening or day, depending where you live. Bye bye, everyone. Thank you.